Hey guys, welcome back to the next video of this entire series where we are talking about SharePoint Online. In the last video, we talked about document versioning. We discussed what is document versioning, how it works, how to delete document versioning, and how to restore a document to its previous version. In this particular video, we are going to talk about check out and check in features of SharePoint Online. So what is checkout and check-in functionality in SharePoint Online? Let's take an example and things will be more clear. Let's say I have a document which is shared with multiple users, and all of these users are working on this document and they are making some changes within this document. Now let's assume you want to make some changes within this file, or let's say you want to change the structure of this file. So till the time you are working on this file, you do not want other users to make any changes within this particular file. Though this file is shared with multiple users and all the users can work on this file at the same time, but your requirement is even if this file is shared with multiple users, till the time you are working on this file, no one else should be able to make any changes within this file. And even the owners and members of this site should not be able to work on this particular file till the time you are working. So this is where check out and check in come in the picture. Now let me show you this practically. In this document library, I have few files. Let's share one of these files with a user. Go to share and let me share this file with Bob Ross. And I'll give edit permission. Let me copy the link and click send. And let's go to the browser where Bob Ross is logged in and let's open this link. So Bob Ross can access this file and let's go back. Let me open this file here as well. So here we have the file open. This is concepts user. So in this file, we can see Bob Ross is working on this particular document. And if we go back to Bob Ross, we can see concepts user is also working on this particular file. So Bob Ross can make changes in this file because he has edit permission. So let me add one column. He can make changes. And if we go back to concepts user, he can also make changes because he is the owner of this particular site and the document library. So we can make changes here as well. So as of now, concepts user and Bob Ross both can make changes within this file. But let's say I want to make some changes within this file. I want to change something and I do not want Bob Ross to make any changes within this file till the time I'm working on it. Now there is another way to achieve this. We can remove the sharing permission for Bob Ross, and once concepts user has made changes within the file, he can again assign the same permission to him. But this is a long process. Let's say this file is shared with multiple users. So in that case, removing and reassigning permissions will be a time-consuming task. So it is better to use check out and check in feature. Now before you check out a file, make sure the file is closed. Let's close this file on both of the users end. If the file is open somewhere, you will not be able to check out. So let's go back to document library. Now to check out a file, you will click three dots or you can right click on the document and click more and click check out. When you check out a file, next to the file you will see a red icon with an arrow. And if you hover your mouse over this icon, it says you checked out this item so others cannot edit. Check in or discard checkout. We will talk about these two options later. So the file is checked out. Let's open this file and let me make some changes. I can make the changes within this file. Let's go back to Bob Ross and let's open the same link. So at the top right, you can see Bob Ross has view only permission on this particular file now. That means till the time I'm working on the file and I do not remove checkout from the file, Bob Ross will have a read-only permission on this file. He can view the file, but he will not be able to make any changes within this file. Also, whatever changes I'm doing in this file, Bob Ross will not be able to see those changes. So at this time, the file is logged for Bob Ross. If Bob Ross will try to make any changes within this file, let's make some changes. He will get a message that you have read-only permission on this file. And if he clicks Edit Workbook, it says someone else has checked out this workbook. You won't be able to edit this workbook until it is checked back in by the current editor. So let's close this file. Let's go back and let me make some changes here. Now let's say I have made all the changes in this file and now the other users can work on this file. So to do this, I need to check in the file. Let me close this file and let's go back to the same file, right click or click three dots next to the file, click more and click check in. This comment section is optional, but this is a good practice to add the comments so that the others can know that you have made some changes within this file. So let's add few comments like I have made changes within this document. Now you can work on it and click check in. So now the checkout icon is removed from this file. Let me copy the link and let's go back to Bob Ross, paste the link. So now Bob Ross can see the recent changes done within this file by concepts user. And now he can make changes as well because the checked out feature is disabled on this file. Now let me show you the purpose of adding the comments that we added while checking in the document. Let's go to the property of this document and click version history. When you check in a file, SharePoint creates a version history of that activity. Now here you can see the version and here you can see the comments as well that you added when you checked in the file. So the users who are working on this document can easily understand that you have made some changes within this document. So now we know that if you want to work on a file and no one else should be able to work on that file till the time you are working, you will check out the file and once done, you will check in the file. But let's say I checked out a file and you can see this file is logged out, but I didn't make any changes within this file. So instead of checking in, I can simply go back to the properties, more, and click discard checkout. So it says if you discard your checkout, you will lose all changes made to the document. Are you sure you want to discard your checkout? So I will click yes, and the file will be open now. And now anyone who has the access to this file can work on it. So that is all for today. If you learned something new from this particular video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and if you have questions or suggestions, feel free to write them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.